This video is professionally made by a potato. As a potato, I wanted to be prepared, so here are all the things that I learned the past few days to help you rule the early game. Let's dive right in. Number 1. Catch as many early game creatures instead of killing them, since this is the best way to gain experience at the start of the game. Number 2. The best way to gain experience is to capture 10 of every creature, since the first 10 pals that you catch of the same kind gives you an additional catch bonus. Number 3. Palworld allows you to build from storage when making items in workbenches. Number 4. Try not to use all of your stamina, since it will need to go all the way back up before you can use your stamina again. If you use your stamina and stop just before it is completely depleted, you can immediately start using it again. Number 5. The amount of pals that you can catch or keep at the moment is practically unlimited. Number 6. Take as many pal spheres with you as you can, since they always come in handy. Number 7. Press the right mouse button to stop throwing that pal sphere. Number 8. When sprinting, you can press C to go into a fast slide. Number 9. Press F and then R to quickly deposit items in chests. Number 10. During the night, it will be just too cold without armor. With a torch, you will be just warm enough not to freeze. Number 11. Depending on the time of the day, you get different spawns. 12. The chests you find respawn after a while, so keep their locations in mind. Number 13. Some chests need a key to be opened, so if you find a key, that's what they are used for. Number 14. Get a water pal and fire pal to help sustain your base. They're essential to get some structures to work, like the grinder and smelter. Number 15. Hot springs help pals become more happy when they're depressed. Number 16. Let's start going over a couple of starter tames, like the Foxbarks. It is a fire pal, so it is already very useful and easy to catch if you sneak up on them. And it is still quite useful at the later stages of the game. Number 17. The Lift Monk. Since it can shoot while it sits on your head, while you yourself can also use a weapon, it is super useful. Number 18. The Penguin for water structures like the grinder and for watering crops. It is also very easy to tame. Number 19. The lamb bale does not even run from you in the beginning, but let's be honest, you just want to tame it so you can give them guns later. Or is it just me? Let me know in the comments. They are also very handy early game for wool and helping you around the house. I used them for my very early game and it was just so much fun to see them running around the house. Number 20. The Vixie. Now this is a little bit of a harder catch to get, but a Vixie will drop pal spheres for you. 21. When taming a pal, do not stand too close, as it will be harder to aim. Keep a little bit of a distance and save your spheres. Number 22. When you or your creatures don't have food, you will start to take damage very quickly, so always bring food. 23. Eikther is a quick runner to get you around the place early game. 24. If you plan to keep the fox long term, it might be handy to get the harness, but if you don't want to keep this Pokemon for a longer time, it might not be worth it. Number 25. Always make enough pal beds. I put them inside my house here. They take quite a bit of space, so it might not have been the best idea, but they are so cute sleeping too. Number 26. Look for the genders of the creatures, since at the later stages you can breed them. Number 27. When wild pals are asleep, they take extra damage. Number 28. Depending on your position, a pal might be easier to tame. Usually from the back it is easier. In other words, you get a higher chance of catching some creatures from the back. Number 29. You can only make one first initial base with pals. Once you get the terminal to level 10, you can start a second base, so choosing a good base location is important. Number 30. When disassembling or destroying a structure, you get all the resources back. Number 31. If possible, you want your base location to be close to ore. It is heavy and you will be able to let creatures mine it. Number 32. When picking a base location, look for lots of flat space for all your structures. Number 33. Your house can burn down. Mostly be careful when enemies attack your house and when one of your fire pals tries to attack them in the direction of your house. Number 34. Your house will not burn down from placing fires in your house or from fire creatures firing up structures like the torch or smelter. Number 35. It is not essential, but it can be interesting to build near teleporters. Number 36. If you have difficulty placing down your roof, you can always use walls to get the right snap point. 37. Build a stone and wood farm as well as a ranch as soon as you can. The wood and stone speak for themselves, but the ranch can be useful for a whole range of items like eggs and wool, and at the later stages even pal spheres, fire stones, frost stones, and so many more interesting items. 38. When walling off your base, leave an opening so the pals do not attack the walls, but instead will be guided in the direction you want them to go. Number 38. You technically do not need a repair kit, you can just destroy and rebuild a structure. Number 40. You can make multiple fires to let the fire pals cook a couple of foods at the same time. Number 41. The closest box to the pals will be the one they put all the resources into from the farms. Number 42. At the moment you cannot change your character level points, so use them wisely. As for many games, putting these points into health is always useful, so you can at least withstand a couple of hits from stronger creatures. Number 43. Also having more stamina will always be good to have, like have at least 150 so you can easily climb higher mountains or swim longer distances. Number 44. Another good way to use your points is by putting them onto your weight, so you can more easily move items as well as take more with you while exploring. Number 45. Be very selective with your tech points. At the moment they are quite scarce, so you will not be able to unlock everything when you get level 50. Number 46. Charcoal will be used at the later stages, so making a bit beforehand will help you. Number 47. You can sell pals to the merchant, and they are a very good way to get money since some of them are so easy to tame. Number 48. There are only a limited amount of pal souls in the game at the moment. Treat them wisely. 49. Having 2 furnaces to pump out ores and charcoal can be super handy. And lastly, look for a base location that is easy to defend. You will start getting events at a certain point, so being able to protect your base will be essential going further into the game. If you have a very big open space, it will be easy for creatures to come from all directions, so having a base location with a very specific entranceway can really help you going forward. The last little nugget: if you can walk through your pals, they're yours. If you cannot, they are wild pals. Made it all the way here? You are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Info to join the server down below. See you Wednesday. Dag hè.